All right, this question asks, which model represents 1 4/5 plus 2 1/5? Does anybody notice anything about that just before we even go any further? What do you notice in that problem? Jacob?
They're all holes. That's one of them's going to be a hole.
How do you know that everything's going to be a hole?
Because 2 plus 1 equals 3, and then 1 plus 4 equals 5.
Oh, so if I put my fractions together, that makes another hole? So what's my answer going to be? 4 holes. Option 2 is correct. All right, so option 1 also has 4 holes colored in. Why is option 1 not the correct answer, Justice?
Because it has one of the things X'd out.
Yeah, this last one, you can see that they're crossing out this last hole or take it like they had taken it away. All right, how about option 3? It has 4 holes colored in also. Cash, why is it not correct?
Because those 2 others are taken away.
Yes, those last 2 are crossed out as well. Very good. Option 2 is the correct answer. The next question asks, which angle is 90 degrees? What do we know about a 90-degree angle, Olivia?
It's like a square, like a part of a square.
Okay, it'd be to make 2 sides of a square. What else, Cash?
That it's a line.
Well, all angles are made up of lines.
Yeah.
That's what makes an angle.
Equal.
What does a right angle or 90-degree angle look like? Jacob?
It has a sharp turn.
Yeah, a sharp turn. Like Olivia said, it's like half of a square. It makes that perfect corner. So which one is it, Olivia?
4.
Option 4. All right, I have a question now looking at these 4 angles. Which one of these angles is an acute angle? Which one's acute?
Option 1.
Which one's acute, Cash?
2.
What does acute mean? What's acute, Keith? All right, so Keith, what is an acute angle?
Number 3.
Okay, Katie?
It's number 3.
It's number 3. You're right. Option 3 is an acute angle. What does acute mean? What does it mean, Owen?
Smaller than 90.
Smaller than 90 degrees. It's smaller than a right angle. Remember we said babies and puppies are...
Puppies are cute.
They're cute, exactly, because they're little when they're puppies, right?
Yep.
Babies are little. Acute angle is little. What kind of angle is option 1 and option 2, Olivia? Obtuse. And that means what, Jacob?
It's small.
Obtuse.
Oh wait, no, it's big.
Bigger than 90 degrees. All right. Let's look at number 3. Now we've got to look at this triangle
Is this science?
to be able to classify the type of triangle. So first we're going to look at the angles. We're looking to see if it's a right triangle, if there's one right angle, if it is an obtuse triangle, if one of the angles is bigger than 90 degrees, or if it is acute, if all the angles are smaller than 90 degrees. So looking at the 3 angles in that triangle, what is it, Ansley? Not right now. What kind of triangle is that? Is there a right angle, an obtuse angle, or are they all 3 acute angles? It's right. It's a right triangle. This top, that very top angle, is a right angle. Even though it's turned that way, it still makes a 90-degree angle. So it's a right triangle. Then we have to classify it by the sides. Equilateral. Let's talk about equilateral triangle. What does equilateral mean? All sides are equal. Are all three of those sides the same length?
No.
It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? But these two are a little bit shorter than this one. Okay, so it's not equilateral. Isosceles means that two of the sides are equal. Do I have two equal sides? Yes. These two sides are equal, so it's a right isosceles triangle. So if isosceles means two sides are the same, equilateral means three sides are the same, what does scalene mean?
Four sides. No, zero.
Zero sides. There's only three sides in a triangle, right? Okay. All right, let's look at this next one. Brandy picked 815 flowers. She wants to make 7 bouquets with the same number of flowers in each. How many more should she pick so she doesn't have any extra? What am I going to do to solve this, Olivia?
You're going to divide.
I'm going to divide. You're exactly right. I'm dividing 815 into how many groups?
3.
How many?
2.
How many bouquets does she want to make? 7. Says 815 flowers into 7 bouquets.
The reason where I got 3 was 815. That's where I got 3. Thought we were splitting them.
Okay, so we're splitting 815 into 7 equal groups. How many times can I put 8 things into 7 groups?
1.
1. How many do I have left over?
1.
1. So I'm going to put,
Add that to the 10 and that would become 11.
that becomes 11. So now I have 11 things to put into 7 groups.
Then you can do it 1 and there would be 4 left over.
Okay. So can do that once. I used 7. That leaves 4 left over. So I'm going to put that 4 over with the 5 ones. Now I have 45 things to put into 7 equal groups. I know 7 times 7 is 49, but do I have 49?
No.
No, so I have to go back down to
7 times
6. 7 times 6, and that is 42. So how many do I have left over?
4.
No, 3.
I have 3 left. It's 116 with a remainder of 3. But now let's go back and look at our question. It says, how many more should she pick so she doesn't have any extra? So if she has 3 extra and she needs 7, how many more flowers, Jacob?
I chose 4.
4. She needs 4 extra flowers.
But then what?
Then what?
But if she did that, wouldn't she have 1 extra?
How many does she need? How many groups does she have? 7. She has 3. So to get from 3 to 7, she needs 4 more. All right. Any questions about those?
Nope.
All right, now we're going to take a look at Wednesdays. The first question asks which model correctly represents the problem. So we're starting out with 4/8 minus 2/8. My denominator's the same, so I can subtract 4 minus 2 equals what, Justice?
5 minus 2 equals
4 minus 2.
2.
2. So is this correct? No, because it says 3/8. All right, so option 2, we have 4/8 minus 1/8. What is 4/8 minus 1/8, Cash?
3.
3/8. So let's look at our model. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces shaded. There are 8 pieces in the hole, so that part's right. It says 4/8 minus 1/8. Does option 2 show 1/8 being taken away?
No, it says 2.
Yeah, it's showing 2/8 being taken away, so the model's not correct in that one. So let's look at option 3. 4/8 minus 1/8. Cash already told us that equals 3/8. If we look at the model, we started with 4 of the 8 pieces shaded,
And then they
and one of those is crossed out. So is option 3 correct? Yes, it is. Option 3 is the correct answer. All right. Next, it asks you how many lines of symmetry this shape has. What is a line of symmetry?
the same on, if it has the same on both lines, if you split it in half.
If you split it down the middle,
Oh.
it's going to be exactly the same on both sides. Like I could take it and fold it,
But if
and it would look exactly the same. I wouldn't have anything hanging out. So how many lines of symmetry are there? How many are there, Brayley? 2. Where are they? Fold it in half from the top to the bottom. I heard somebody else say that. If I went from here to here and folded it in half that way, they would be exactly the same. Where's my other one?
Or you can
In the
do it
middle.
like this.
Horizontal, exactly. I could fold it in half that way.
I put 2 and then I put 4.
Yep.
That's what I was really
I forgot what the line of symmetry thing meant.
Okay.
I thought it meant like the same on both sides, like the lines being the same
Yeah, that's what
on each side. So I did 4 because the one I did not.
Okay. All right. Think y'all did an activity in art back at the beginning of the year with symmetry, didn't you?
That was pretty cool with the circle.
Yeah, where everything was exactly the same on in the different sections.
Yeah.
Okay, so think when you see symmetry, think back to that art project, and that'll help you remember that they have to be the same. Okay, let's look at this next question. All right, the next question asks you to complete the missing information for the equivalent fraction. What does equivalent fraction mean, Dylan?
Equivalent fraction means like the same.
That's right, they're equal. They represent the same amount and the decimal form of the fraction. So let's worry about the fractions first. 70/100ths is equal to how many tenths? What would it be, Christopher? 7/10. A equals 7. To get from 100 to 10, I would divide by 10. 100 divided by 10 equals 10. So I have to do that to the top also. 70 divided by 10 equals 7. So for A, we would mark 7. Now, how would I show 70 hundredths? How am I going to do that, Christopher?
You would put 0.70.
Very good. 0.70. And how would I show 7/10 as a decimal, Alexis? 0.7. A 0 in 0 holes, the decimal point, and 7 in the tenths place. Okay. Which model is solved, or which problem is solved and modeled correctly? So option 1, I can tell by the horizontal rows, there's 10 of them. So this is in tenths, and 8 is in the tenths place value. Are there 8 tenths shaded?
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are there 21 hundredths shaded? Yes. Is 8/10 less than 21 hundredths? No. Okay, so let's look at option 2. Option 2, that 8 is in the hundredths place value. Is this broken into hundredths? No. And it's showing I have 2 holes, and I don't have 2 holes over here, do I? So option 2 is definitely not correct. Option 3, I have 8/10. I have 21 hundredths. And it says 8/10 is greater than 21 hundredths. That one is correct. Option 3 is the correct answer.
Miss Ripley, do you know what I did on the one that said that we did before that one?
What?
I just swapped around B and C because I put B 7 and I put C 70.
Okay.
I swapped them around.
You swapped them around to figure it out?
I got this one wrong.
All right, let's look at this last one. Fractions on the number line. Let's take a look at how many equal pieces our fraction or our number line is split into. Between 0 and 1 is how many? It's 1 whole, isn't it? Okay, so we've got to figure out how many equal sized pieces that's split into. So from the 0 to that first hash mark is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's split into 12 equal pieces. All right, so we know that's in 12 equal pieces. But if I look at my answer choices, I don't have anything in 12ths, do I?
No.
Let's think about the factors of 12. What are the factors of 12? What numbers can I multiply together to equal 12?
1 times 12.
1 times 12.
6 times
2 times 6, or 6 times 2.
4 times 3.
And 4 times 3.
I was about to say 3
Okay.
times 3.
Do you notice anything about the denominators in our answer choices and the factors that we just listed? We said 1, 12, 2, 6, 4, and 3 are the factors. Do you notice that anywhere in our answer choices?
Yes.
Where do you notice it, Cash?
If you add those, it gets that answer.
No, we're not adding anything. I have 1/2 was 2, one of our choices, one of our factors. Yeah. I have 1/4 was 4, one of our factors. 2/3 was 3, one of the factors. Then there's 3/4 was 4, one of the factors. 3/3 was 3 a factor? Wasn't it? And 1/3 again, 3 was a factor. So all these answer choices are factors of 12. So we could split 12 into equal groups, to that many equal groups. So let's look at A. A is 1, 2, 3 twelfths. So I've got to figure out 3 twelfths is equal to which one of these options. Okay, so which one of our factors could we divide both 3 and 12 equally? Can I divide 3 and 12 both equally by 2?
No.
No. Can I divide them both equally by 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try that.
You can do
3
divided
twelfths divided by 3 thirds. 3 divided by 3 equals,
3 or 0.
what is it, Cash?
1.
1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 12 divided by 3 is
And 4.
4. So 3/12, when I divide it by 3/3, is equal to 1/4. Is 1/4 one of our answer choices?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. A is equal to 1/4.
Now I'm understanding it.
Okay. So A equals 1/4. Now let's look at B. B is 4/12. Okay. So let's look at our factor list.
You can do 4/12 divided by 4.
Yeah, we can divide both of 4 and 12 by 4.
4 divided by 4 equals 1.
So 4/12 divided by 4/4. Say that again, Christopher.
It'd be 1.
4 divided by 4 is 1.
And then 12 divided by 4 is equal 3.
3. Very good. So 4/12 is equal to 1/3. Is 1/3 one of our answer choices? Yeah. B is equal to 1/3.
I should start doing this then.
All right, now we've got to go over to C. If B is 4/12, the next box would be 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12. All right, so C equals 8/12. I've got to figure out which of our factors I can multiply both divide both 8 and 12 by. Can I do 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's see what happens with 2.
8 divided
8/12 divided by 2/12. I'm sorry, 2/2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay? So 8/12 equals 4/6. Is that one of our answer choices?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So is there another factor we can divide both of those by?
4.
4. Okay? So let's do 8/12 divided by 4/4.
8 divided by 4 would have to be 2.
Okay, you said 8 divided by 4 is 2. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So that's also equal to
3.
2/3. Is that one of our choices?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. C is equal to 2/3. So let's look at that. Do you think it would be better to start with the largest factor or the smallest factor? We always want to start with our largest factor. That gets us to the simplest form. We'll talk about that more when we get to fractions. But always start when you have, it's called the greatest common factor. Greatest means biggest. So we're going to start with the biggest factor of both of those numbers. All right?
Math is fun.
Good. We got one more to do. All right. So if this is 8/12, D is 9/12. So we've got to figure out which of our factors, which is the biggest factor of both 9 and 12.
3.
3. You're exactly right, Keith. So I'm going to divide 9/12 by 3/3. 9 divided by 3 is equal to
9 divided by 3 is 3.
3. 3 times 3 equals 9.
Yeah.
And 12 divided by 3 is equal to
6.
4. Very good. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 9/12 is equal to 3/4.
I need to do this now. 'Cause
Okay.
I always get confused on these problems.